Welcome to the Perfect Hospital Bed Management System by Saru Tech. This intuitive dashboard is designed to streamline hospital bed allocation and management. Let's start with the ward view section on the right. This visual representation of the hospital layout allows you to see the status of each bed at a glance. Beds are color-coded for quick identification. Green indicates available beds. Blue indicated occupied beds. Gray marks reserved beds. Orange highlights untidy beds that need attention. The light gray color denotes beds that are faulty or out of service. Red marks isolation beds. You'll also see information about each bed's current occupancy status, such as the patient's name and the duration of their stay. Use the drop-down to switch between wards. To add a new ward, click on the Add button. This will bring up a form where you can enter the ward name. At the top of the page, you'll find a toolbar with several essential functions. Stats. View real-time statistics about bed occupancy and availability. Forecast. Predict future bed occupancy trends. Booking history. Track the history of bed assignments. Patients. Manage patient information directly from here. Billing. Access billing details and process payments. Reports. Generate detailed reports on bed usage and other metrics. Admitting patients. You can allocate a bed to a patient directly or from the admission queue. To allocate an available bed to a patient directly, click on the bed, then click on the Assign Bed button. Select the patient from the list, enter the reason for the admission, and save. If it is a new patient, click on the Add button to quickly add the patient information. Then you can select the patient and save. To assign a bed to a patient in the admission queue, select the patient from the queue, then click on the bed, and save. Discharging patients. You can discharge a patient directly or from the discharge queue. To directly discharge a patient from an occupied bed, click on the bed, then click on the Discharge button on the patient profile. The bed status will turn to untidy awaiting cleaners to get the bed ready. To discharge a patient from the discharge queue, select the patient from the queue, then click on the Discharge button on the patient profile. Transferring patients. You can transfer a patient to another bed directly or from the transfer queue. To transfer a patient to another bed directly, click on the bed, then click on the Transfer button on the patient profile. Select the bed to transfer the patient to, and save. To transfer a patient from the transfer queue, select the patient from the queue, then click on the Transfer button on the patient profile. Select the bed to transfer the patient to, and save. Changing bed status. You can update the status of beds to indicate if they are available, reserved, untidy, or faulty. How to add beds to a ward. To add beds to a ward, click on the Add Bed button and then click on a location on the floor plan to place the bed. This will open a form where you can enter the bed name and save the bed. Dragging and rotating beds on the floor plan. You can drag and rotate the beds to fit the floor plan. To drag a bed, click on the bed and then click on the drag button. You can then drag the bed to a new location on the floor plan. To rotate a bed, click on the bed and then either rotate the knob on the top menu or enter the rotation angle in the input box. Click the Save button to save the rotation. Uploading and adjusting. Floor plan for a ward. By default, the floor plan for a ward is a blank canvas with grid lines. You can upload a floor plan image for a ward to make it more realistic. To do this, click on the Upload Floor Plan button and then select the floor plan image file. You can also adjust the floor plan width and height to fit your screen. Printing a patient admission slip. To print a patient admission slip, click on the patient bed and then click on the Print Slip button. This will open a new tab with the admission slip ready for printing. Billing a patient. To bill a patient, click on the patient bed and then click on the Bill button. This will open the billing panel where you can add items to the bill, check out, and print or email the bill to the patient. Click on the Bill button again to close the billing panel. You can also access the billing page by clicking on the Billing button on the top menu. Finding patients. To find a patient, click on the Search button to reveal the search box. You can then search for the patient by name, bed number, status, or reason for admission. Once you're done, click on the bed icon to switch back to viewing the ward legend. Queuing system. The queuing system allows you to manage patients waiting for admission, transfer, or discharge. You can view or hide the queue by clicking on the queue button on the left side. To add a patient to the queue, click on the Add button and complete the form. The form contains important fields like patient name, reason for admission or discharge, date of birth, and other information such as whether the patient is infective, at fall risk, requires mobility assistance, or other special care. The forms can be customized to include additional fields or hide fields that are not needed. To do this, click on the Configure Form button on the top right corner of the form. Each patient's name, along with the time they have been in the queue, is displayed, making it easy to prioritize tasks efficiently. You can use the queue to schedule patient admissions, transfers, or discharges. Select a patient from the queue to admit, transfer, or discharge when the bed is available or at the scheduled time. Showing statistics. The statistics panel shows important information about the ward, such as the number of patients admitted, discharged, average wait time, average stay time, number of readmissions in the last 30 days, inter-arrival time, and more. You can use this information to plan for bed availability, staffing, and other resources. You can click on the ward name to switch to another ward. Forecasting and predictive analytics. The forecast panel shows a prediction of the number of patients expected to be admitted for the selected prediction day. It also shows a chart of the average number of patients admitted per day for the ward, the number of patients admitted yesterday, the same day last week, and so far today alongside the prediction. You can use this information to plan for staffing, bed availability, and other resources. To change the prediction day, click on the date picker and select the date you want to view the prediction for. The system uses historical data on hourly patient admissions, scheduled admissions, discharges, transfers, the number of patients currently in the ward, the average length of stay for similar conditions, and other factors to predict future admissions. Booking history. The booking history panel shows a timeline of patient admissions, transfers, and discharges for the ward. You can use this information to track patient movements, bed availability, and other resources. Patient management. The patient management page allows you to view and manage patient records. You can add new patients, view patient details, edit patient records, and delete patient records. You can also search for patients by name, date of birth, and file number. Use this page to track and manage patient care, notes, documents, prescriptions, discharge planning, and other resources. For patient or ward management, check out our other software solutions such as the Perfect Patient Management System or the Perfect Ward Management System. Reporting. The reporting page allows you to generate reports on patient admissions, transfers, discharges, income, and other metrics. Use these reports to track performance, identify trends, and make data-driven decisions. This concludes our tour of the Perfect Hospital Bed Management System. With this tool, you can ensure that your hospital's bed management process is both efficient and effective. Perfect Hospital Bed Management System. Track patient movements with historical timeline of bed occupancy. Get key metrics on patient admissions, discharges, wait times, and readmissions. Maximize bed occupancy and minimize patient wait times by anticipating demand, reserving bed efficiently, and ensuring patient safety and satisfaction. Generate reports on patient admissions, transfers, discharges, income, and other metrics. Our software will work even when there is no or poor internet connection and then sync back when internet returns. It works on multiple platforms and available in multiple languages. What are you waiting for? Click the link to get started, optimizing your hospital patient flow and bed allocation, and provide real-time visibility and prediction into bed availability across your wards.